Have you ever wondered how our ancestors, tens of thousands of years ago, first conquered the night? How they tamed one of nature's most powerful and terrifying forces? Today, we read diving deep into the incredible story of the fire makers, the story of how humanity first learned to create and control fire. This wasn't just a small step. It was a giant leap that literally lit up our path to civilization. Imagine a world without light switches, without lighters, without a single matchstick. A world where the setting sun brought with it an impenetrable darkness, filled with unseen dangers and biting cold. For early humans, this was their reality. Their only source of fire was a lucky lightning strike or a raging wildfire, a gift from nature that was as terrifying as it was useful. They were fire asterisk users asterisk, not fire asterisk makers asterisk. They would carefully collect smoldering embers, nurturing them, trying desperately to keep the precious flame alive. Losing it meant returning to the cold and the dark. The pressure must have been immense. But humanity is defined by its ingenuity. At some point, a spark of genius ignited. Someone, somewhere made a revolutionary discovery. Perhaps it was by accident. Maybe they were shaping a stone tool, striking two pieces of flint together, and noticed a tiny fleeting spark. Or maybe, while drilling a hole in a piece of wood, they felt the friction generate intense heat, saw a wisp of smoke, and had a world-changing idea. We'll never know the exact aha moment, but we know it happened. This led to the invention of the first fire-starting kits. The two main methods were percussion and friction. The percussion method, using rocks like flint and pyrite, involved striking them together at just the right angle to create a hot spark. This spark had to land on a tinder bundle, a small nest of dry grass, fungus, or shredded bark, which would catch the spark and begin to smolder. With gentle blowing, this smolder could be coaxed into a flame. It sounds simple, but it requires immense skill, patience, and knowledge of the right materials. The other technique was the friction method, which you might have seen in movies. This includes methods like the hand drill or the bow drill. The idea is to rapidly rotate a wooden spindle against a wooden board or hearth. The intense friction grinds away fine wood dust, heats it up to its ignition point, and creates a glowing ember. This ember is then carefully transferred to the tinder bundle to create a flame. The bow drill was a major upgrade, using a bow to spin the spindle much faster and more efficiently than by hand. It was a true piece of engineering. The ability to create fire on demand changed everything. It was the ultimate survival tool. Fire provided warmth, allowing our ancestors to survive cold climates and expand into new territories. It provided light, extending the usable day and turning caves into safe, illuminated homes. It became a powerful weapon, keeping nocturnal predators at bay. A circle of fire was a circle of safety. And let's not forget the food. Cooking food with fire was a game changer. It not only made food taste better, but also made it safer to eat by killing harmful bacteria. More importantly, cooking breaks down tough fibers and proteins, making food easier to digest and unlocking far more nutrients and calories. Some scientists argue that this cooked food revolution fueled the development of our large, energy-hungry brains. We literally cooked our way to becoming smarter. But fire's influence went beyond mere survival. The hearth, the campfire, became the heart of the community. It was the first social network. Around the crackling flames, people gathered to share food, tell stories, and pass down knowledge. It was here that language likely flourished, bonds were strengthened, and culture was born. Fire didn't just warm our bodies. It sparked our social and intellectual development. From a simple survival tool to the heart of our communities, the mastery of fire set humanity on a new trajectory. It was our first great technological triumph, a testament to our curiosity and perseverance. Every time you flick a lighter or turn on a stove, you're tapping into a legacy that stretches back hundreds of thousands of years. To those first brave and brilliant innovators, the fire makers. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into our incredible human story. Let me know in the comments what you think was the most important use of fire for early humans. See you next time.